Huge honor for me. What's happening, man? Good to see you.
Good to see you
What's
too.
happening? I'm Pete.
Ty. Nice to meet you.
Good to see you, sir.
Good to see you, man.
Been a while.
I know. How you
Welcome.
Thank
you,
you.
sir.
Yeah, man. Happy to have you guys.
amazing.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's incredible.
Definitely. We met back in the day, like maybe 10 years ago, in Abu Dhabi, and
Yep.
I was a brown belt.
I saw the picture and I was having a hard time recognizing, and then I saw the picture and I was like, this is Pete? So I remember, but I didn't associate that you were you.
If you look at that photo,
Yeah.
everybody has smiles on their face except for me. Because I saw somebody walk by with Origin gear on, that was, because we were making stuff overseas. Someone had walked by and it was like a different logo on the back of the product. And I was like, okay, we're gonna have to cut down some trees and build a factory. So I was like blank-faced in that photo. But that was like the moment. It was like just before that photo was
That
shot.
day? Yeah,
That day!
That's crazy.
That day, just before the photo was shot. Literally when I got back to Maine, right after this, we started building the factory.
This was 11 or 12, you remember?
12.
12? Okay.
Yeah, 2012.
Got it.
What's up?
Liam, how are you doing?
Liam!
Man, John, he can fly a plane, he can drive around. God.
Did you guys give him a lot of shit?
Man, of course, the car smells like a Greek salad, Caesar salad, everything. No plane.
But he got you here.
He got me here, he got me here, he got me here. He got me here.
And how did you guys go from like geese to everything?
Once we made like we kind of redeveloped the jiu-jitsu pant, we designed them like a jean, you know, and the way we've always looked at it as jiu-jitsu is our roots, so like we're born on the ground, right? Jiu-jitsu is our roots. We can figure out how to make the most durable apparel and gear by literally taking the things we're making for jiu-jitsu and applying it to everything else in life. So like shit's gonna last a lifetime. And one of the things that we had discussed that we're passionate about was making jeans. We'll use the same thread weight, the same stitch types. The idea was to figure out if we could make the stuff, because all the knowledge had been lost, all the machines had been exported, all the factories had been abandoned and shut down. Of course, starting with gis, can we make these other things too? Can we find the people and can we find the knowledge to make these other things too? Factory work, it used to be kind of like looked down upon. Can we change the way that people think about factory work and make people make careers out of it instead of jobs? So now we're just like, we're going. We have like close to 400 employees. It took 10 years to figure all that out. Yeah, so that.
Thread broke. You feel for it, if I remember correctly, and once your finger stops, then you find the broken thread. Yeah, one just broke.
Okay, you go like this.
Oh, there it is. See?
You can see it broke up there. See it? If a thread breaks, this piece of metal drops, it comes in contact and it stops the loom.
Okay, so at some point was you operating all these machines?
Yeah. I was working in the factory for the first probably 6 years. I worked in the factory, doing everything. When you marry a short person, when they misbehave, you can stick them on the shelf, right? And then when they decide they want to behave, you can bring them back. Jump on 3. Ready? Ready? Jump. Ready? Ready? 1. Jump.
I will go on the tire.
You quit messing with my daughter.
I'll arm drag you and choke you out. We're gonna look at this farm that we purchased and cast a long-term strategic vision for the Origin factory destination location campus here in Farmington, Maine. So that's what we're doing. You're good after this knoll, Joe.
Dad, you don't have to go 100.
He's not getting stuck over there. Okay, but right where that knoll is, it then like drops straight off, and then you get that flat, right? We were talking about. But you can see it does the same thing right here too. It kind of drops down. I mean, 2 kind of grades here. The idea would be to, like, that front office view is to capture like that, you know, and I don't know from like a top-down view at what angle that thing sets to be able to capture that. I don't know, but the idea is like this would be phase 1.
I see about 8 pair.
8 pair of what? Cow? Head of cattle?
50 years ago?
About 8 pair of boots.
Make a good pair of boots.
So 8 pair, give or take.
Make a what? Chain with electric fence. Everybody grab your hands. The first guy grabs the fence, the guy on the end gets fucking lit off.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead and walk out to the point, guys. I've done it 100 times.
It's quite a bit of fun unless somebody screws you and let's go early.
So there's not many locations from Franklin County, Maine, from Farmington that you can see Sugarloaf. Sugarloaf is a big ski mountain ski resort and a super tall peak. If you look to the valley way in the distance, you can just see the peak of it. Yeah, I mean, we're rebuilding America's supply chain, and our roots are in Maine, and we're not stopping our growth in Maine. This will be a destination location. This campus will be a destination location for people to come and visit and shop and see and train and eat and chill. You know, hopefully this first phase of a 4-phase approach over this, what is it, 105 acres or something like that? This is the first phase. First phase is to get all of our factories in Maine under one roof. Like, get everybody under one roof, build out the factory store, hopefully have mats, training, have a gym. The idea of it is America's future factory. What does the factory of the future look like? No one's really thought about that in the last 25 years, at least not in this area. So these communities, like the one we grew up in, scattered across America, they're hopeless communities. You know, it's the worst feeling. Hopelessness is the worst feeling. It's the worst. And so when you can bring people together and do hard things together and earn calluses together, you can find hope in the craft of rebuilding something. So
Okay, one of the things we got to do right quick, eradicate the snakes. There's another one out there.
yeah.
Yeah, we don't need them. How do we do that?
Yeah.
Napalm.
Napalm. Eradicate the snakes with napalm.
Yeah, yeah.
This is the... All right, we'll see you guys. Thanks. You guys are Thank you. Yeah.
Pleasure to meet you guys. Thank you.
Good to meet you in person.
Have fun with
Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
I just think if we're gonna go down this avenue of like, okay, what's the new modern work boot? Like we talked about all these things of extensions. Now's the time when we should get this right, and that's our future origin, you know, size, and then we can be consistent before we're about to explode and blow this thing up. We're figuring out the future for Origin footwear. I mean, this thing's growing like crazy, so we need to stop and kind of getting so caught up in what we're doing today to finish out this year and start planning for 5 years from now.
I think it would help if we had, you know, renderings of future shoes that we want to have, so we have something to see. You know,
Kind of cool.
Start in there.
yeah, something like that.
So up until now, for the most part, Pete would give us a sketch, and then we would try to physically reproduce that. Hopefully going forward, we'll be able to digitize more of that, so it's much quicker to get where we need to go.
The amount of time it takes you to make a prototype, we should be able to do all that on CAD, on screen. All of a sudden, Pete sees it. Maybe it's all 3D, and then when he's
Kinda
comfortable, exactly.
I stole that
Then you
from
can go
you,
build
by
one.
the way.
It's so labor intensive, and there's so many pieces, and the craftsmanship here is incredible. I think the biggest thing is just getting the capacity to build all these boots and footwear that we're planning for the next few years.
You knew that was coming.
Seen it before.
So you got a moose tag, huh?
I got a moose tag. Well, not finally, be my second one. I got one in '85. Oh, I don't know what the odds are, but it's huge. You know, a buddy of mine's been putting in for 41 years. He finally got drawn this year. It's rare, but you got to stay in. We got to go up and scout it. We're going to scout in 2 weeks. We're going up to Escort Station, which is the highest town in New England as far as on the map. And my buddy's got a house up there. He's gonna let us use it. We'll go up and scout it out and see what we can find.
What you're not gonna like? You're not gonna do the thing where you like kick their legs apart and
Oh, wait for him to get right on you. Remember that trick I told you? You kick their front feet out and punch them?
That's gonna work good.
Pete and I were swimming with a moose once. Pete and I and Jeremy.
I heard that story.
Yeah, that was good. What are you gonna do if it charges? Well, I'll kick the front feet out. You punch it. He goes, "You're shitting me, right?" No, that's only when we swim with them. No, it's gonna be a hoot. I got a antlerless tag, so I got to shoot a cow. But You know, there's plenty. That's the best place to shoot moose up there. It's the best place. There's tons of them.
Little
I am
bit.
going to test out the Origin Camo, and I'm going to test out my new 308.
What are we doing here, Dennis?
Dude, we're going to the summit. We're gonna come up with a strategy and a plan for world domination. So it's gonna be good. This is how you take America back.
Yeah, we don't. I mean, does anyone really know what we're doing?
No.
Strategy summit.
Yeah,
I think
it's pretty
we're
vague.
doing a
Strategizing.
sweat session in a teepee.
Oh,
There's
really?
one of those.
That's
happening.
Origin boot camp.
You know?
Button
Origin
up.
boot camp. Yep.
Yeah.
You gonna take care of this turtle?
Yeah, dude. Take care of this turtle.
Careful, it's a snapper.
I'm good with snappers. And fail.
You are a leader here, Dennis. It's a man shit right there. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, Dennis. Oh, are you just gonna like toss him out there? Oh, little floppy times.
Well, we ain't in Maine anymore.
Once you get in the rhythm of doing these, you start to see the value of them. And I hope you guys at the end of this can be like, I can't wait for the next one, because that means, you know, we did something right.
Absolutely.
You won't be dealing with hierarchy and data issues for the next 24 to 36 months. They're early adopters and innovators of an American-made story.
The next 10 years, you know, call it 3 years, call it 5 years. I'm saying this is for the next 10 years. So this is a big deal, and it's a big deal that the people we wanted to be here are here. So all this shit we're gonna go back with, and we're gonna plan, and we're gonna execute.
I gave him one for Jocko Fuel, right? So this one is bigger than the one I gave him for Jocko Fuel. And this one is for Amanda to hold on to. This is the beginning tooth of the Yeti. That picture, that motherfucker's got one tooth hanging out. This is it.
That's awesome.
This is a megalodont. It's 60 million years old, and that's for Origin.
Awesome, I appreciate it.
Yes. She gets to get it.